It's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone.
Darius Slayton on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
On the set. White.
And to throw right away, Thompson Robinson. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. The Giants sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
You talk about this Washington defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Brought down at the 20. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Steal. Check steal.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
As long as you get the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
38. Ready?
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Touchdown! Paris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clock.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the double.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Opposite. Green. Ready.
On second down, here's Barkley. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Black Ultra.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson sliding out of the pocket. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Smash. Hut.
Barkley inside handoff. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Right 2. Ready?
Throwing. Thompson Robinson. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
By Washington. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Here's Howell. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Thompson Robinson to throw on first down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Here we go. Ready?
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. Ooh, the juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there at a Washington first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
There were moments where Thibodeaux really flashed and looked like an absolute monster as a rookie. Finished 4th in the Rookie of the Year voting. And if he gets more consistent in year 2, look out. His numbers will be big time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. A nice little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, Robinson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. In motion, Slayton. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. Now Jones. This is caught inside the 15. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And quickly they get to the line. They'll go play action. Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants have retaken a third-quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Howell down to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones, 33 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing here, Howell. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third and long, here's Howell. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Howell going to go for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position that time.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing, Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. There he goes, left side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Robinson with another carry. He can't get him down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Let's go now.
First down, Washington.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Robinson up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 44 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Up the middle with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Giants, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for one...